We've seen a huge demand for content over the last few years as the technology's advanced, hyper-targeting, the ability to put lots more content in front of the various people. And beyond that, the growth of news feeds, so whether that's Twitter or Yahoo has one now, and of course Facebook, it's this demand for real-time content to come into these streaming news feeds. And the reality is that there's not a lot of content out there. It's quite limited from a brand perspective. So we're coming up with some unique ways of sourcing that content. One of the things we just recently did for Unilever in the UK is we did a partnership with The Guardian. It's a great newspaper online and offline. A lot of content, and it's a very, very easy solution for Unilever to partner with The Guardian, source that content that's relevant to their particular brands, and put that into the news feed as native content, as well as into advertising in other locations where they think it's appropriate. Well, the whole world of branded content is quite complex, and there's a lot of different things that we can do, so it ranges based on the scenario. One is to work with publishers and to develop deals like we did between Unilever and The Guardian around sourcing content from them. The other is to create some of that content on our own, and we're increasingly doing that in some parts of the world. Crowdsourcing from consumers is another path. And I think also looking for low-cost production, so the development of content libraries, particularly as we get programmatic really up and running at scale, the demand for more content to hyper-target across the consumer journey, different messages based on different people. And the reality is most brands only have a few advertising units, and it's just not good enough for the technology that we have. So either through low-cost production hubs that we may have within WPP or elsewhere, consumers, publishers, it's trying to find what is the best content that's out there that's relevant to a brand, relevant to a consumer, and source that in various ways. I think online video is going through a really interesting maturity curve right now. I think there's been a lot of growth over the last year or so, and you're seeing brands become, I think, a lot wiser to the opportunities that are around that. And either it's targeting capabilities, different types of video, different lengths of video, to the viewability issue that we're dealing with in various parts of the world, ensuring the video is seen, pay for performance models, all the way to the technology that you can actually embed into video to let people actually engage with the content within that video clip, to be able to buy something if they like a particular jacket that they see. And of course the measurement of that. And what's interesting is the possibilities within IPTV. So with more televisions being connected than ever, 40% of TVs in the US are now connected to the internet. All the things that we're doing within the online world on a desktop or on a mobile phone or a tablet are really sort of laying the groundwork for what's going to happen within addressable TV and IPTV in the future. I'm really looking forward to Cannes. It's always a great time for the industry to come together. It's really fascinating because the question is, who's in the beach cabana, who's gone up to the penthouse, like Twitter last year, and who's in the doghouse, who's sort of lost momentum over the last year. And unfortunately, Twitter may be one of those companies where there's some questions over the user growth. So for me, it'll be Pinterest and some of these smaller companies. Do they have a presence there? Have they made their way to Cannes? Have they established themselves? What are some of those smaller companies that perhaps are investing more within Cannes and really taking it seriously? And then, of course, with the Facebooks of the world, has the controversy over diminishing earned media, is that over now? Are people still concerned about it? Have they bought into the paid media reach? Questions over Google, what they're doing with all the robots. Maybe we'll find out at Cannes, I don't know. So some of the more established players, how are they evolving? Where are they going next? And perhaps answering some of those fundamental questions. At the same time, obviously everyone's going to wonder about POG and what's happened with Publicis Omnicom Group. And so I'm sure we'll hear quite a bit about that, and who knows what will happen down at Cannes. There may be an opportunity for somebody in our industry to make a statement and do something bold to try to change the game once again.